Hi everybody, welcome to the Chats with Children. I hope you're safe and well. Today I'm delighted to be joined by Jack Beard, who's the project manager for the upcoming Festival of Biologics, which is running next week in Basel from November the 2nd to the 4th. And so I thought I'd catch up with Jack because I'm hopefully attending as well myself. And it's one of my favorite events, actually. I went there in 2019, pre-COVID, and it was a great event then. So I thought we'd catch up and find out how it's changed post-COVID. So Jack, first, it was lovely to see you. How are you?
Oh, very good. Thank you. Yep, it's Friday. It's a great day. Looking forward to the weekend and looking forward to the event. So, yeah, very well.
I'm glad you're actually going to have a weekend. I thought you'd be actually still sweating over all the presentations and all the speakers to make sure it's all sorted out.
Yeah, I say that. I mean, there will be some of that, I think, but we'll see.
Good. All right. Cool. Look, now for people not familiar with the Festival of Biologics, would you mind giving me a quick overview of the event itself and a little bit of history on it as well?
Of course, yeah. So we've the Festival of Biologics. I think we started it back. I think we're in our 16th year now of some variety of it. We started out as an antibodies conference, and I think we started in Geneva originally, and gradually over the years it's been building up the tracks. I think we added in the immunotherapy part to it to start becoming the Festival of Biologics beyond just antibodies. And then we added in our biosimilars sections to really grow it out. And it's been based in Basel for the last 5 years now, I believe. So a bit of pedigree behind it, but also, yes, Basel's become our new home, and it's very much sort of basing it entirely around the Basel area, getting as many local people there, and then sort of building out that European section from it entirely from that part. And yeah, and it's let's say it starts out as European as the antibody meeting, and been adding in more elements of the biologics industry as we've been going. So as I mentioned, brought in the immunotherapy agenda that's looking a lot at cell and gene therapies, combination therapies. Brought in the biosimilars section as well, so getting in those new off-patent drugs, seeing how those develop, which also, of course, brings in that other angle because it's all later stage, market access, commercialization, sort of bringing a new audience, get the like going. And it's been really good. This year, we're adding in clinical trials, we're adding in manufacturing and bioprocessing, and it's been growing all this time. So we're very much looking forward to bringing about 1,500, 1,600 people to Basel this year. So it's looking good, and yeah, been growing for the last couple of years.
Brilliant. Good to hear it. Now, you already, I think, touched on it in terms of adding these new clinical tracks. So apart from the tracks that you've added, how does it differ this year to last year?
So I think what the biggest thing with it really is that we've been able to increase the areas that we have been looking at in the past, or build out some of those. I think one of the big benefits really from the pandemic has actually been investment in things outside of cancer has been enormous. The realization that we have to explore infectious diseases, we have to look how to deal with those. That's been big, and it's been a really interesting area to be expanding the conference in. So we've got a new track for antibodies in infectious diseases, which is nice, runs on day 2. It's also covering areas in sort of neurodegenerative disease, HIV, and also in autoimmune diseases as well in our immunotherapy section. So we're very excited to be expanding those areas. It's things we've touched on before, but this year we're really letting it have its own space, breathe a bit in the agenda. And I think that's exciting that's come out of the pandemic. We also more stuff on AI, machine learning. It's one of those exciting technologies. I think everybody's looking at it, but we're very excited to be exploring it a bit more. And then, yeah, as I said, we do the clinical trials bit this year, which is probably our biggest addition. We've always had it in various bits of the agendas, but it's always been as case studies. So like which therapy is currently undergoing trials, how's it going? This year, we're looking at it from the operational side. So how do you run a trial? How do you do patient recruitment? How do you do data? So looking very much to expand on that. So we're very excited for that as well.
Brilliant. Now, there are a lot of events out there covering biologics in its individual areas, and cell and genes have grown massively as well over the last few years in terms of exposure. So what makes Festival of Biologics unique compared to many of the other events which are out there as well?
Yeah, I think the line that we've been sort of emphasizing this year, and I think it's the first year we can probably actually meet it in full or truthfulness, is the start to finish of biologics. I think we're a very broad conference. I think in total we are at the biggest part we have about 12 to 13 tracks running. So it is very large, but it lets us focus on effectively the entire sort of workflow of the biologics process. So we start with early stage discovery, protein engineering techniques. We go through therapeutic development. We bring in the academic side as well, research side, that meeting of research and industry. And now with our clinical trials and manufacturing bit, we're able to show the end stage of the product as well. So taking you all the way through the trials process, taking you through how do you scale up production, how do you actually ship the product as well. So I think that's what the Festival of Biologics brings to the table. We're able to show you the entire process from the start to finish of the entire drug development cycle. And that's, yeah, something we've striven to do for a long time, and I think we've got it this year.
Great. And are there any talks which stand out for you? I know it's very difficult as a project manager because you don't want to be seen as having any favorite talks and so on, but is there anything which is standing out for you as you would say to possible attendees they should look out for?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this one thing we really want to do as well this year, we want to have, there's a lot of crossover between the various parts of the meeting. So I'm very excited for, so it's our day 3 keynote session. We've got talks from Dhaval Patel from UCB, and who will be giving sort of an update on UCB's strategy in sort of biologics industry. So really cover just the crossover between antibodies and immunotherapy. But beyond in that session as well, we've also got Denise Steckel from Genentech, who's also going to be bringing in the clinical trials perspective. So wanting to bring people together and sort of have this joint approach to the event, which would be really fun, and bring everybody into the room, get everybody sort of interested across the different therapeutic areas. So those two I'm particularly looking forward to. And also as well, we've got a finance and investment panel taking part on day 2, which is there very much to help with startups, early stage companies, basically an opportunity to speak with these investors, to see what they have, and basically get the companies off the ground and start moving, and which we haven't done before. So I'll be sitting in that as well and hoping to learn something myself, see what's going on in the industry. You never know where the next move will be, but yeah, looking forward to that.
Fantastic. And apart from the talks, what else is going on at the event that people should be aware of and which will help them engage and network with each other?
Links to that, actually, final bit with the finance investment thing. This year we have our startup zone, which I think we've dabbled in it before, but this year has been a real push. We've got about 30 to 40 startup companies that are down on the exhibition floor, with a dedicated session where people can go down, meet them, network with them, sort of see what is up and coming in these new companies, see what they've got lined up for the coming years. That's all going to be running through the event, but a dedicated session taking place on day 1. Also have our posters session. This year we've got 120 posters, so more than double our first post-pandemic one. 120 posters going to be taking place during our drinks reception, so great time to meet all the poster presenters, and especially a lot of the academics who are bringing their posters, and their PhD students, their postdocs. A lot of good research being shown there, so a chance to network, engage outside of the talks as well.
Brilliant. All right, well, look, last question for you. In one sentence, what would you say to people out there who haven't decided yet to attend Festival of Biologic as to why they should attend?
Ooh, in one sentence. So no, I think quite honestly, it's I mean, it might sound markety, but it's that start to finish of biologics. You get the chance to meet people from academia all the way through to the final stage release of the drug. So you're meeting everybody. You've got the whole viewpoint of the entire industry.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much for that. So there you go, viewers. If you are attending, here's a little preview for you so you know what to expect. If you're not attending and you'd like to know more, though, you can click on the link above the video and find out more and also register. And you'll also save 20% with my discount code, which they've kindly given me, so that you can book that, use that, and get a discounted place as well. And if you've got any questions about the event, then Jack, I'm sure, will be only too happy to answer them if you put them in the comments below, or message him directly on LinkedIn, because he is on LinkedIn, so you can find him that way as well. So Jack, thank you very much for your time. This is very impromptu. Viewers, these are always impromptu, a lot of these interviews, but they literally find out the day before, even of the day they're going to do the interviews with me, and we never prepare these. So thank you very much for doing the interview with me and giving me that quick overview. I wish you a lot of success for the next few days for the build-up, and I look forward to hopefully maybe seeing you in person as well next week.
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you as well. Thank you for having me.
It's lovely to see you. And viewers, thank you very much for watching. As I said, if you'd like to know more, check out the links above the video. And until next time, as always, stay well and stay safe. Bye-bye.